సరేనమ్మా మాట్లాడు. Okay, it is again recording. Okay, so again it is recording. Guys, now we'll start with small things like a motherboard. Already I shared a link so that you can able to go through once about this link. Okay, so here it is. What is a motherboard? Motherboard is a simple PCB. Motherboard is nothing but a simple PCB. Okay, it's a simple PCB. It's like this. It's a very old motherboard. Okay, but still whatever the motherboard it is there. Little changes. Yes, CPU socket. This is old style CPU socket. Nowadays it is little different. RAM slots are there. Okay, your power SMPS power connection is there. Front panel connections, north bridge, back panel connections, PCS slots, your graphic card AGP slots are there. Like if you close, look at this is a RAM modules where we insert a RAM here. This is the back panel. You can see it's a board style PC PS by 2. Nowadays also some motherboards comes with a single PS by 2. Earlier we have two, now it is only one. It's a keyboard mouse connector earlier days. Now it is not available. Why? Because of it is replaced by USB ports only. USB. This is LAN connector, wire connector, parallel port. Your monitor connector, VGA port. Your serial port, COM port. This is a audio jack connector. For example, your mic, speakers, line in kind of stuff. Line in means like you want to connect it to the electrical keyboards, guitars, like their line in kind of stuff. Like you want to record your kind of in a computer or a input output. So these are other back panel connectors. So which is I explained like a USB. Nowadays we are getting HDMI on motherboard. We are getting HDMI also. Okay. So these are the different slots. I'm taking from here. Already I shared this first PPT. So okay. This is a old style motherboard. New style motherboards also there. So we'll see that one later. Okay, so back panel, only copy paste. Yeah, we got this one. Okay, it's a very old one, so that's why it is showing like this. Nowadays we are getting new motherboard styles, so you can go to Google like a motherboard. Anything latest one is like a B5, anything like a 55. Okay, this is Asus ROG AMD style motherboard. Okay, uh, depends upon your processor, guys. Like your Intel processor, AMD processor, generations, model of the processor, type of socket. So motherboards are there. If you see this is a, I think very costly, 21,000 for a motherboard. It is very costly motherboard. Okay, like a built-in Wi-Fi module also there. So this is the processor where it is goes. 4 RAM slots. This straight part is like a for a SSD. Okay. This is additional graphic cards. 2 dual SSD we can able to insert it. I think so. That's it. Is 2 are there. Okay. See it is. Just for fun, I've opened that one, so you can go for a any regular one. So this is another. This is also AM4, means AMD purpose only. This is AMD, but it does not contain that many big kind of stuff. It contains only 2 RAM slots. Okay, you can see this is a power connection. So 24 pin ATX power connector. This is 4 pin ATX power 12 volts ATX connector. Okay, only 4 pin is there. Okay, some are required 6 pin, some are required a 8 pin also there. Last time I purchased a motherboard that is required 8 pin connector, not 4 pin connector. Okay, this is the cost is around 4,000. Okay, it is cost is little lesser now. So AMD Athlon processor, compatible processor model it is. It is the cost is now like this. Okay, very good. So cost is 11,000. Anyway, have to there's other investment like a RAM cost. If you add RAM, processor is okay. This is a dual core processor, not a 4 core processor. It is dual core processor, 2 core processor it is, and built-in graphic memory is there. And if you go to this, you have to find a compatible memory. So this is processor, AMD processor. Okay, so compatible motherboard chipset it is. Compatibilities. Okay, this is he given 8 GB RAM, DDR4. Maybe you have to check it whether it is compatible with it or not. So then you have to add this one also. Just like you have to go through once and then you can understand very easily which one is compatible, which one, which type of RAM it is. Okay, XBG data. Again, cabinet. So you want to build a processor, a computer. So first of all, you need a processor. You have to decide first processor. Based on the processor, you have to decide motherboard. Which motherboard you want to buy. For example, you want to buy this particular motherboard. Hey, where is this? It is gone, I think. So it is a another kind of motherboard. It is. So we have to check what are the features of this motherboard. So is it contains SSD direct connection? Can we insert a graphic card or not? Can we put a RAM or not, like that? So we can able to see this. This is the RAM slots. This is AGB graphic card slot. It is BIOS battery, BIOS chip. Okay, and then this is a north bridge. Okay, like this. Okay, this is another PCX slots. I'm trying to show you the back panel connection. So it contains PS/2 also, a VGA, and this particular thing is here it is. Here it is. So what is this? It is HDMI port for 3.0 USB, 2.0 USB, one LAN connection is there. Okay, so this is the about this motherboard. So each motherboard is little different. You want to go like a components. You search for a. I don't want a AMD. I want a Intel. Okay, so Intel based processor. Now it is 12,000. Same processor I used. The F models are no graphic memory. Okay, it is showing discrete graphic required, means you require a graphic card, otherwise it cannot be used. Next, this is LGA 1151, meaning is it's a processor number of pins kind of stuff. Okay, land grid array, we don't have any pins, but it's like a the configuration, socket configuration, 1151, 1150, 1200, like that. Okay, so socket type. So this is a compatible, not exactly, but it is also a compatible motherboard. So it is 1151. So the motherboard having a socket with LGA 1151, the processor is a 1151. So it is compatible. Okay, you can see this is MSI motherboard. This is a RAM slot, AGP slots. Okay, this is a backside. You can see there is a one PS/2, two USBs, VGA, and bottom in is a VDE, HDX something is there, and HDMI and other ports. Okay, so this is about your motherboard. Some are nowadays comes with a built-in. Now 11th and 12th generation is also, see, it is a socket types. It's a socket type motherboards. Okay, you can go cheaper also, you can go costlier also. So this is little cheaper. It's a AMD processor. It is not even a motherboard. AMD based processor, based motherboard it is. AMD processor suitable. Does not contain VGA, so compulsory use HDMI. Socket M4. This is very costly, like it is 18,000 processor. We don't require. Okay, whatever it is, that is enough information, guys. So that is what I'm trying to show you. That is what I'm trying to show you. Motherboards. Anything motherboard, MSI. E450. Look at this. This is also AMD. Okay, I don't want AMD. I want a Intel motherboard. You are not much fans of AMD, right? Again, this is AMD. Yeah. Go to this. This is around 6,000. H510M-E. So it support 10th generation and 11th generation means LGA 1200 model i3, i5, i7 processors. These are other facilities on this, and you can see this is your motherboard. See, it is contained. Really, it is wrong information or correct information, we don't know, but it's having VGA and one HDMI. This is eSATA port. Okay, like this. But sorry, 1 second. I will copy this. Copy image. Why can't I paste here? No, it's not taking from there. Hmm. Uh, Not working at all. It got very small. It's okay, like this. Back panel connection. So there is a normal one is also there, right? Ah, we'll see that one later. So this is enough. Maybe where it is. Suggestions are worst. This is already corrupted. Okay, this is okay. This is corrupted. View test slide. Okay. So front panel, back panel. So it is not completely clear, but it is okay. Okay, so this is about a simple thing about a motherboard and their things. So this is the VGA monitor connector, serial port connector, LAN connector. So you look at the things. Maybe may not know. So I'm not going into that one. So but important thing is you must know it how it is look like. Okay. So this is a north bridge and south bridge. Nowadays we are not having any north bridge and south bridge separately, but there is north bridge, south bridge on a hardware. Okay. So earlier we have a IDE SATA port connectors also there. Okay, CMOS bridge on it, and this is SMPS connection. So guys, take a 10 minutes break and we will be back with the SMPS. Actually, I want to cover SMPS now. Okay, I will cover the SMPS. And I will go to hard disk after the break. Okay, so okay, what is SMPS? Switch mode power supply. It is look like this one. So it is 80 and 80x model is there. So it purely depends upon your motherboard. So we have to purchase your 80x or 80 or a 80x. In that one 24 pin model is there. So this is like a 24 pin model. So then you have to take 24 pin. Okay, so earlier we have a 80x with a 20 pin. Nowadays we are having a 20x pin. Plus for a motherboard there is a 4 plus 4 pin or 4 pin or 4 plus 2 like a 6 pin connectors are there for a separately on your motherboard. So if you look at this picture, see this is 8 pin connector. You can see there is a 80x underscore 12x. It's a 8 pin connector, separate pin connector is there. So this is regular 80x connector, but this is additional power connection is required. So based on that, you have to select the SMPS. Okay. Next, there's other connections are there. If you look at this picture, okay, so SATA cable connector like a this is Molex connector, the 4 pin Molex connector. This is SATA hard disk or a CD-ROM connector or a PATA CD-ROM or a hard disk connector is 4 pin connector. So look at this how it is there. Guys, for every SMPS having some wattages. Of course, there is a color coding is there. So different voltages it is producing. One is our main power supply, our socket power supply is 220 volts AC 50 hertz frequency. If you take countries like US 110 volts 60 hertz frequency. So you don't get confused between their power connection and our power connection. Ours is a European connections to 220 volts 50 hertz frequency main power supply. In America 110 volts 60 hertz frequency. It's we having a sine wave. Okay, sine wave. So it is we have this SMPS converts AC to DC. So our main power supply is AC alternate current, DC direct current. So when you use a word direct current, be careful with it. So I getting direct current. I am getting my home getting direct current. Meaning is you are getting DC current means battery power supply or a solar power supply. or a solar is a DC. Battery is DC. Your battery is DC. Generator AC. Inverter converts battery DC power supply to AC power supply. Our home appliances use AC directly, like your mixer, grinder, washing machines. These are all basically use AC power supply. Lights, fans use AC power supply directly. Computers, DC power supply required. AC means air coolers, air coolers. Electronic gadgets like a TV, internal circuits. TV, internal DC is required. External it is AC, but internal it is DC. So electrical gadgets, AC supply, electronics, DC supply. Water pumps, water, pump is there, na? That motor, water motor, AC. Okay, electrical gadgets, AC, electronics, DC. So SMPS converts AC to DC, 12 volts, minus 12 volts, plus 5 volts, minus 5 volts, plus 3 volts, sorry, plus 3.3 volts, and ground is there. Every SMPS having a wattage or VA rating is there. Okay, so depends upon your computer components, how much utilization is there. You have to take little more than it. For example, total components of your computer is a 500 watts consumption is there. You have to take 550 or 600. Don't take 1 kV or a 400. Okay, little more is a better option. Too much more is waste. Nothing will happen, but see, it is different colors, different voltages, different places are there. Okay, this is PS on green represent turn on the SMPS also. When you press the power button on your computer, the SMPS will turn on first. How it will turn on? That it's a power on connection is here, PS on. Okay, power OK signal, gray color. So 3.3 volts something is power OK, power good signal will be generated. Okay, so this is about your SMPS guys. Switch mode power supply, 80x power supply. Currently we are using 80x. In the 80x also different type of 80x is there. Earlier days 20 pins, nowadays 24 pins. Additionally 4 pin, 6 pin, 8 pin extra for a on motherboard we have to connect it. So along with the 24 pin ATX extra connection is there. For hard disk and CD-ROM we have a separate power connection will go from SMPS. Okay, this is your ATX power supply main connector, so 24 pin, and this is our main supply is 20 volts. SMPS converts AC to DC. We are getting 12 volts, 5 volts, plus or minus, and 3.3 volts plus also is there. Okay. So next after break we will see what are the different kind of connectors and all. So this is a IDE SATA type of connectors also there. So that is also we'll see. So this is about your motherboard guys. Next we'll see storage devices. Next we'll see operating system. Okay, guys, take a break, 15 minutes break, not 10 minutes break. Okay, I don't know you understand or not.